Hey guys, good evening and welcome to my exciting channel. We're discussing Mandela effects and the like. Thanks for joining in tonight. Welcome all Mandela effects. Hey guys, I know it's getting into the midnight hour here where I'm at, so I'm going to be kind of brief with this one. But there's a scene from Hamlet that you guys, I'm sure, recall. It's from the grave robber scene, and it's one of the most famous lines ever used in history. A lot of people use it in parodies and such, but here's what's supposed to go down. Okay, the clown is supposed to say, the one who is robbing the grave is supposed to say something who about the skeleton skull. He's supposed to say whose was it? Hamlet says, "Nay, I know not." Okay, and then the clown is supposed to say, "A pestilence on him for a mad rogue. I poured a flagon of Rhenish on my head once. The same skull, sir, was Yorick's skull. The king's jester." He says this, and the clown says, "Yeah, even that." So Hamlet says, "Let me see." And this is the part where he raises the skull up and he says, "Alas, poor Yorick, blank, blank." What does he say? Okay, take a moment and pause if you have to. All right, because this is what I remember him saying, "Alas, poor Yorick, I knew him well, Horatio. A fellow of infinite jest, of most excellent fancy, yada, yada, yada." That's what I remember. But in this reality, he never says the part where he's supposed to say, "Well," he says, "Alas, poor Yorick, I knew him, Horatio." It doesn't make sense anymore. They say it's one of the most misquoted lines, but here's one from an actual, like, I guess this is a Broadway production. But check this out. This is Hamlet. Watch.
Alas, poor Yorick. I knew him well, Horatio. A fellow of infinite jest, of most excellent fancy.
Okay, I doubt that actually happened, but you guys get the picture, okay?
Alas, poor Yorick.
Okay. The other famous line is, "To be or not to be, that is the question." You guys all know that one, I'm sure. That one hasn't changed, it looks like. But I'm looking here at all these memes, all right, and you have to take everything for a grain of salt. But this seems to match my memory here. "Alas, poor Yorick, I knew him well." And if misquoting Shakespeare doesn't get Tom tweeting, nothing will. That one's kind of funny. There's another one down here that I resonate with, this Master Chief one here. "Alas, poor Yorick, I knew him well, Horatio." See? There's also Residue I found in some Google books. This one in particular is "Broadway Boogie Woogie," Damon Bunyan and the Making of New York City Culture. The line, it says here in the book, the lines that Southern as Hamlet delivers to Hammer as Horatio stress human mortality and the ephemeral nature of life. "Alas, poor Yorick, I knew him well, Horatio. A fellow of infinite jest, of most excellent fancy. He hath borne me on his back 1,000 times." But you guys get what I'm saying. I don't know if this one is a Mandela effect. It could very well be a misquote that's been carried on and on and on. But the fact that so many people remember that famous line whenever they're talking about somebody that's dead, you know, has died, and they're referring to Hamlet. I haven't recalled anybody that says it the opposite way, the way that it is now in this reality. I'll actually play that for you, how it sounds. It sounds really off. I'll show you.
How long will a man lie in the earth ere he rot? Oh, faith, if it be not rot before he dies, some 8 year, 9 year. Here's a skull now. Lying you in the earth some 23 years. What was it? A wholesome mad fell as it was. He poured a flagon of Rhenish on my head once. Whose do you think it was? Nay, I know not. The same skull, sir. What, sir? Yorick's skull. The king's jester. Yes. Let me see.
You guys notice that the skull, the eye sockets there, it's like they shifted too.
Alas, boy. I knew him, Horatio. A fellow of infinite jest, of most excellent fancy.
Yeah, it's not just from this one movie in the movie Hamlet. It's like all of the Shakespeare plays have changed on this one line. So anyway, let me know, guys, what you think, if this is a Mandela effect or not. Thanks for checking me out. Have a great Mandela effect night. God bless you all.